Keep it going for Danny, everyone. Let's hear it. Hell yeah. My name's Duquette. I look like Jesse Pinkman if you worked at Ace Hardware. Sweet. I've been weed whacking a lot lately. That's what I call jerking off when I'm high. Hell yeah, brother. This guy's been doing it a lot too. Big weed racker right here. This guy smokes weed and does weird stuff in his room. Like, I'm uncircumcised. Are there any fellow hood rats in the room with us tonight? Anyone? None? You ever play Chinese finger trap with it? You know, have a little fun? I remember the first time I found out that my dick wasn't like the normal good kind. You know what I mean? It was like one of the first times I ever watched porn. I saw the guy's dick. I was like, what the fuck? His doesn't look like mine. You know? Why is his black? You know? It's so cool. Sweet. This might come as a shock to some of you after talking about my penis for 2 jokes. But I have a girlfriend. You guys wouldn't know her. She goes to another school. My girlfriend and I, we have like a really good relationship. You know, we don't really get in that many fights. The only problem we do run into is I like to mansplain a lot. You familiar with mansplaining? Yeah, God's greatest gift to man, you know? I really try not to, you know, because I can't imagine as a woman it's nice to just be talked at by a man, you know? But those random Wikipedia articles speak to me like the Green Goblin mask, you know? It's like, tell her where the name Arby's came from, you know what I mean? Sweet. I'm very happy to have my girlfriend. She's definitely the attractive one in the relationship, you know? Because, like, she's gorgeous. You know, she's beautiful, and I look like the kind of guy you ask for cocaine at a party, you know? My girlfriend's awesome, though. I'm very happy to have her. I was never really good at, like, casual hookups, you know? But I did always like that word, casual hookups, because I think that implies the existence of competitive hookups, you know? And, like, that's what I'm interested in, dude, you know? Because then I'm not bad at sex, you know? I'm just undefeated at making girls not come, you know? I don't have a small penis, I just measured a little short at the combine, you know what I mean? It's awesome. I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at my face, but my parents are very white. As Danny said, a lot of white guys here tonight. Whole table of them right here. City boys! My parents have like a lot of white people sayings that I don't like that much, you know. Whenever they lose something and they can't find it, they're like, it's always in the last place I looked for it, you know? As if that's not how finding things tends to work, you know? Even if it's the first place you look, it's still the last place you look, you know what I mean? I don't know, my dad smokes weed now, which sounds really cool until it happens. It's fucking not, dude. Like, you ever heard your dad giggle? It's not fucking cool. It's every time I go home now, my dad and I will like smoke weed together and we'll like watch a movie and he'll just like have these giggle fits, you know? I'm like, Dad, we're watching Schindler's List. I'm not sure what you're laughing at. It feels fucked up. I do remember the first time I ever came back from college and I came home, my parents had added pineapple welcome mats to the home decor. Is anyone familiar? You guys sound familiar with that? Yeah? Is there anyone not familiar with it? It's like a swinger thing. It's like to welcome other swingers in, you know? And so I had to like explain that to my mom. I'm like, Mom, you gotta take down the mats. People are gonna think you're swingers. And she's like, no, it's not that. It's like a cool Jimmy Buffett thing, you know? Like, words don't belong in the same sentence, Mom. It's, my parents are big Jimmy Buffett fans. So much so that when me and my sister were little, they took us to the Broadway production of the Jimmy Buffett musical. Which, like, that's a fucked up person to make a musical about, right? It's like, that doesn't feel right. Because, like, Jimmy Buffett songs aren't meant to be sung by good singers. You know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to hit all the notes in Cheeseburgers in Paradise. You know what I mean? Like, that's an 18 beers deep at karaoke kind of song, not a I went to Juilliard for this kind of song. You know what I mean? I do like music. Any Taylor Swift fans in the house tonight?
Yeah.
Oh. Get him! I swear this will make sense, but related to that, what do we think about RFK Jr. in here tonight? That's the appropriate reaction, guys. Don't worry. I don't know. I thought his voice was kind of scary. You know, first time I heard it, I was like, oh no, our president's gonna sound like a wood chipper. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys know this. I'm bringing it all together, but Taylor Swift used to date RFK Jr.'s son back in like 2015. You know, and when they broke up, it was like clearly a big thing. She wrote like half an album about it. Like it was clearly one of the worst things that ever happened to her at that point in her life. But that's not even like the 5th worst thing to happen to a Kennedy. You know what I mean? And like I am being presumptuous here. You know, I'm assuming that he broke up with her, but she very well could have broken up with him. You know, like how would you feel if you went to meet your new boyfriend's dad and he sounded like he ate a vibrator? You know? And he was like, yo, you want to go see my Falcons, dude? That is true, if you guys didn't know. RFK Jr. does have Falcons, which is kind of gay. I don't know. You know how lame of a guy you have to be for Falcons to be like the 4th weirdest thing about you? You know? If you own Falcons, people should call you the Falcon guy, not... I don't know. I have roommates. Anyone else have roommates in here? I live in Boston. Usually people do down there. The other night I was getting ready to go to the store, and my roommate, he said to me, if you get me an ice cream, I will suck your dick. I was like, I'll just take cash if you have it, you know? If you're doing that bad, I'll just spot you. I think I'd be a pretty shitty friend to make you suck my dick for some Haagen-Dazs, you know what I mean? It's sweet. I don't really donate to charity, but I do lose a lot of money at Indian casinos, you know? Which kind of feels like the same thing, you know? Donate to the Wigwam Fund, you know what I mean? It's, I don't know, you guys like the new casinos in New Hampshire? Anyone been to those new casinos? Anyone? No one? Wow, you guys are good people, I guess. I don't know, part of the law in New Hampshire for their casinos is they have to like donate a certain percentage of their winnings to charity, which like, I like that, right? Because like, yes, I lost $300 at blackjack, but hopefully some kid will get to meet John Cena or something, you know what I mean? No, I do have to stop gambling. I'm very broke right now. Like, I'm so broke I don't even bother bringing my wallet with me sometimes when I go out. You know, it's like, what difference is it really gonna make, you know? Like, I get really pissed off when I see those Capital One commercials where they're like, what's in your wallet? I'm like, why don't you mind your own fucking business? You know what I mean? All right, you guys have been great. I'm gonna bring Danny back up. Thank you.